Hey guys, happy Friday from Redding, California. I'm here visiting my folks, as I do when I swing north or swing south, and just anytime I'm in this area. And it's a really cool little river town. Actually, pretty good size place. I mean, I can see why people love it here. It reminds me a lot of my hometown of Wenatchee. There's a lot of similarities. So no big road vlog video this week because I'm just here for a few weeks tackling a lot of little tasks for myself, for my son, for the folks. My sister's coming out for a few days while I'm here. We have a lot of important stuff to talk about and go over with them. And yeah, so not going to have that exciting travel vlog vibe for a few weeks here, but I'll put you back on board, of course, as soon as we get rolling north, which should happen probably the last week of this month. So, for now, what to talk about? What to talk about? I think I'd like to talk about, excuse me, a different environment, and I've been having a little bit of a sneeze here and there. You know, that's an interesting thing when you're traveling across regions. It takes your body a little time to adjust to each new climate and different, flora that's around, or is it fauna? Oh God, I can't remember. I always get those two mixed up. Flora, yes. Fauna is critters. Okay, I digress. What I want to talk about is how important it is not to compare yourself in any kind of judgmental way to what anybody else is doing. And I bring this up because as I travel and as I meet people and everything and have amazing conversations with them, it's not unusual for them to say things like, oh man, I could never pull this off, or I don't know how, I've always wanted to do something like this, but it's just impossible for me, and they're literally on the fly acknowledging that they're inspired, but they're tearing themselves apart at the same time. And maybe it's for practical reasons. Maybe it's, the classic pro and con is going off in their head. I get that because there are practical realities, But what I try to convey and I get to in a lot of these conversations is, look, you don't have to go to extremes to follow an inspiration. What I'm doing is pretty extreme for most people. Most people are not destined to or even want to or would be interested in living in a truck and traveling around, even if they thought it's kind of cool. You can think something's cool, but it's not for you. And I try to have those conversations wrap up with them, leaving with the inspiration that, look, find your groove. You don't have to compare yourself to what anybody else is doing. What someone on an extreme edge of the spectrum is doing, that's not like, okay, that's the ultimate. No, that's the ultimate for them. What's ultimate for you is a completely different thing, as individual as you are. And especially in Western culture in America, people compare themselves way too much. Social media, that has been one of the worst impacts of social media. There's lots of good, there's lots of bad, in my opinion, the way it has encouraged people to relentlessly, brutally compare their lives to the bullshit somebody else puts out in a single image or a video clip I just don't get me going. It's terrible for people. And so what I'm wanting to do is just encourage you, be inspired by what people are doing, that you think is amazing, whether it would be right for you or not. Carry that inspiration away. Don't carry away a feeling that, oh, they must be more badass or more capable than I am. Not true. We all have our strengths. And there are things that you are badass and capable at that I would be fumbling with for the rest of my life. So, I like inspiring people, but it's really important to me that when that happens, that they're leaving inspired toward their own purpose, toward their own gifts and likes and desires. And in doing so, Move ahead without comparing yourself. Move ahead with inspiration. You know, in 12-step, we have a saying, to compare is to despair. And that is just bedrock truth, man. Yeah, you have to do comparisons when you're shopping for products and stuff. That's not what I'm talking about. I'm not talking about practicalities of comparing, should I, pursue employment with this company or this company. Okay, let's get it straight. We're talking about comparing the essence of who we are, our personal qualities, our personal likes, our personal, habits. Everybody can find something about themselves that they want to do better on. That's just the truth. We should always all be evolving and doing our best to learn and grow. But don't compare yourself to anybody else, because you're literally comparing your perceptions of them and whatever they're putting out. Nobody knows the truth of what's going on except for that person and maybe a super close loved one, But again, the point is, don't compare yourself. Let people that blow your mind for whatever reason, whatever they're doing, inspire you, not make you feel like you're less than them, because you are not. You're not. You're exactly what you're supposed to be. You have all the gifts and tools within yourself to fulfill whatever path it is that lights you up. That's what I want you to think about. That's what I want you to carry away, is inspiration. So, hey, I guess that's it. I just wanted to say what I said, and I hope you heard it, and I hope it hits for somebody who needed to hear that today. So that's it, quick and simple. And I'm under this amazing trestle bridge that goes over the Sacramento River here in Redding. It's just super cool, super tall. Wild to see a train way up there. It's like the giant ones in Spokane. Just always something. I love that kind of stuff. So anyway, we'll see what I get up to next week. I'm going to be doing lots of little tasks around the house. Work on Talon's van, getting that good. And some other stuff for me too and Hella. So it's just kind of a task and a visit with the fam, little period here. So I hope you're having a good week. I hope that you have a good weekend. And I'll catch up with you next week.